This wasn't the longest thing to set up ever. So, as we come back to this tale of nightmare-induced LSD trip that is halfly Mirrik, as Mirrik is currently very bloodied from stabbing the previous owner of his zoo through the skull, and then not realizing that if he transformed into a werewolf, he would have forced Ketsu to lose her grasp.
Now, forgetting entirely I could turn into a werewolf. That's a difference.
Yes. Now, as we were back, and Falsus has just now been revived and brought back from death from a cleric, because it is Azur's basic second-in-command. Well, he would already...
Brought from death twice.
Yeah, he's been brought from death by the cleric once. But,
Yeah, but as undead...
And this time he doesn't have the giant hole in his head from where the staff of Swiss Army Screw You went. We need to think of a better name for that staff. The staff of death and the staff of fuck you are too bad. We need to think of better ones. But, as we come back, and Azur, I think, is just done bringing you back with a torture healing potion, which brought you back to 1. After ping-ponging you multiple times. We come back, and Falsus is back to his normal state, and Azur immediately goes, well, that's an unintended side effect. Great. Wait, let me check something. And, he puts up his hand, and the best way I can state this is this is the only time you've seen Azur do this. It's the only time you can really figure out that Azur made friends with both Mirrik and Demos. As to test something, he makes Falsus constantly punch himself in the face.
Am I conscious?
You are conscious. As Falsus is currently being forced by Azur, basically puppeteering him, like even doing the hand motions, and making him punch himself in the face. Constantly. Over, and over, and over, and then he stops. Okay, that's still working. The contract is still in effect. Now, Cleric, you can go. Fine. Don't call me here again. I can kill you in less than a millisecond. Okay. Now, Mirrik, what do you have to say to my second-in-command?
I'm sorry I didn't strike thee in the leg.
Well, I'm certain he accepts that apology, right? And you can see Falsus kind of starting to shake his head no, and then Azur just says, right? And he goes, yes. Go to bed, Falsus. We'll get you later. Right now, go to sleep. I think you need to rest after being brought back from the brink of death for the third time? Second time? I've lost count. And he's just going to go off screen because screw that. Now then, Mirrik, one very quick question. How in the name of the Shadowfell did you manage to get one of his pets with you?
I went to his house. I just stick out my tongue after saying that.
You know, that's really mature, especially considering the fact that I can't retort because I don't have a tongue.
I'm over 500 years old, but I can be immature too.
So is Falsus, technically.
He tried to bite me like a 4-year-old. So he was even immature.
I told him to. And as you could clearly see, he is in no position to disobey an order.
So does that mean that you are immature then?
As soon as you say that, you can see Demos starting to lean back, and again, somehow he has managed to magically manifest popcorn. And he's just eating it right now. Demo, stop that, and stop eating popcorn in my throne room. Fine.
You kind of walked into that, let's be honest.
Anyway, I need to tell you 2 things. 1, everyone around here still wants to fucking murder everyone, it seems. 2, it seems like they want to murder everyone even more than usual. And 3, this is the only place where you probably aren't going to be shot on sight.
Is the bounty still on my head?
The bounty's still on your head, and considering the fact that and you can see him, I think the best way, he makes a few hand motions, and you can see the basically beautiful mind moment of just like going through a ton of calculations. In a month or 2, maybe less than a month, there's another war starting, so I want to stay out of crosshairs on that one.
So I should be in the middle of that. So I should be in the middle of that wall.
I swear sometimes it's like talking to a brick wall, but this brick wall is immature and can talk back. Nothing. Oh my god. But, yeah. Remember, you can come back here anytime. I will have my servants make sure that this place looks better by the next time you come around. I mean, they are just mindless husks. They don't even have their souls in them anymore.
Well, that's efficient.
Apart from Falsus, he's the only one that still has his soul in him. Because he was smart and made a deal with me when he was alive.
You should have worn a helmet if you were smart.
You are talking to a person who tried to fool a god. You were talking about a person who tried to fool a god. I'm not exactly sure how smart he was to begin with, but he at least thought to, you know, try to do something. I mean, he did come to me specifically because he was trying to fool a god, and he realized that the amount of power a human body is capable of without ripping itself apart, he would need someone's help.
I guess it's good I'm not human then.
Yeah, you still... Why is that good? Remember, he doesn't know your...
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Okay, right about this point, the doors to this place burst open, and you see come through a squadron, battalion, a small group. I'm not exactly sure what you would call it. It's just 4 people. I know there's a
battalion is for range.
Okay.
Battalion is for range units. Squad is for infantry stuff like infantry.
It kind of be both. It kind of be both a battalion and a squad, by the way these guys act.
Just call them a squad.
Yeah. As they approach, They immediately say, for crimes against the natural order, King Azure, you shall be dethroned, and the souls you currently have enslaved freed. And, Mirrik, you know these. You know who these guys are. These guys are part of one of the mercenary groups that you know of thanks to your background. These guys are part of what is known as the Spirit Guard. They effectively deal with the undead problems and etc. and stuff like that.
Well, I fully uncoil and then look at head. You do know those two demons in this room, Shadowborn Dragon and Hitsu. You trying to dethrone one of the demons as well. You do know that, right?
Oh, it's you. And you just see the main one just stare you down. Well, I say stare down. It's kind of hard to tell he's staring you down because they're all wearing full face masks. But you can tell he is staring at you in the face.
I just casually just do one hand claps like, hi! With my head still tilted.
Yes, our leader Du Spiritu told us about you. Quite a bit. He told us about everyone who would be here, including that wolf which should have crossed over a few weeks ago. Wait, a few months ago. That has not.
Me talking about Wolfie over there? Hi, he's my little pet.
At this point, Azure pipes up, I did not enslave their souls apart from one. All that is left is lifeless corpses that I am using to build. Their souls are no longer in there. They crossed over. I made sure of it myself. And I'm actually gonna have to roll a persuasion check for Azure. They do not. Hopefully his Shadowfellian demon powers and his +5 charisma help him on this.
I'm probably the only demon from the Shadow Realm that has tell.
Let me point this out to you. If he fails this, he has a +10 to persuasion. He has a +10 to persuasion.
Did you hear me?
Yeah.
Did you hear me?
Holy shit, he failed it. He rolled a 2. That's rolling a 2.
I have a plus. Can I vouch for him? Like, yeah, they're truly undead.
They are not listening to what you have to say, considering all the shit and all the necromancy that you've done. Especially having Wolfie as a pet.
True. I'm true. I would even listen to myself half the time.
I'm pretty sure you don't. You're just Mirrik's eventually gonna become a new version of the Demigorgon where he has 2 heads and either one of them listen to each other. But at that point, was it the white or it's the white that's the leader? Sorry, I had to think of the ranking order for a second. I said, guys, yeah. For these crimes, the Spirit Guards label you guilty, and henceforth, the punishment is death. And as that happens, the main leader makes a gesture with his staff, and you see this, the spectral energy just come from the staff, shoot out towards Azure, and directly in front of Azure, I should have had this token ready before now, you see a ghostly figure appear directly in front of him.
Is it death?
It is not death, it is a ghostly figure, and it immediately attempts to slash at Azure with its claws, which are going to be a... What is that? I switched over to the token page.
I'm guessing I'm still at 1 HP.
Oh yeah! You can technically use one of your actions to go into werewolf form, but... it might not get to your turn before you are knocked unconscious. I think that hits. I think a 27 hits.
I'm just gonna roll initiative.
Yeah. And he takes 6 points
6.
of force damage as the claws slash through him. I did not have the turn order open yet. That was a surprise attack round.
It still saves it.
No, it does not.
Saves it.
No, it does not. I literally am looking at it right now.
It literally says Milk Inward Flame 8.
In that case, it has 2 different Mirrik Emerald Flames. That is not confusing at all.
I can just do it again.
No, it's fine, it's fine. It's seriously fine. And as that claw goes through him, you hear Azur immediately say, "You guys are shit at this." Because that's like nothing to him. So everyone roll initiative.
That'd literally be nothing for all of us.
Yeah, but here's the thing. That's kind of like getting an extra companion, and he rolled really low. Like, that's 2d10. He rolled really low.
Me and Dimios is just not up for this, apparently.
To be fair, well, to be fair, they're not either. I was gonna say, to be fair, you were just knocked unconscious multiple times, but...
What's Dimios' reason? What is Dimios' reason?
He's still putting the popcorn away?
I still can't.
He's still putting the popcorn away?
I can't select Hitsu, so I can't roll Hitsus.
We can't select Hitsu. Why can you not select Hitsu? I thought we figured this out! Curse you, stupid Roll20 shit! Hitsu. And, if Hitsu doesn't go catatonic, because I want her to be out of this fight. I'm not gonna do that, but some DMs would.
You can just roll Hitsu.
I did. Okay.
No.
So, turn order is currently, apparently everyone wanted to low roll this evening, except for the pets. The pets go quickly.
You forgot Azur.
I forgot Azur. I realized that after I was scrolling through to get Wolfie at the top. Let me put everyone else in order and then I'll roll Azur's. Because...
You can literally, there's a little guild thing that you can click and it says descending. If you click that, it'll auto it.
I feel so dumb that I've never known about that. I feel so dumb. How long have I been doing this and I've never known about that? How long have I been doing this?
And this is why I was doing it.
Oh! Azur's getting revenge! Azur is getting revenge! I did not think he would roll that high. Jesus!
All I gotta say is this. They walked into a room with 2 demons, a Shadowfell Dragon Yanti hybrid, hit a 9-tailed fox, and expected to come out with it being a 1v1 fight, pretty much.
Well, to be completely fair...
That's all I gotta say.
Completely fair... This is the 2nd and 3rd tier, not the 4th tier ones that are actually the smartest of the mercenary groups. So... Also, they're gonna get fucked.
They knew about us, though.
Yeah, they're
going to be here too.
Yeah, but what was it? Was this it? I think this was it. Oh yeah, they're about to all die, possibly. They might all just die right now.
No.
I'm not joking because he still has an 8th level spell slot. He still has an 8th level spell slot.
Oh.
So these guys about to get fucked. Effectively.
I only used 1 spell on that entire.
Well, to be fair, you were being ping-ponged and grappled.
I guess technically I can do false life. I'll give you what. 5 HP.
This is a... What is it? This is a 30-foot cube centered on a point you choose. Yeah, they're all hit. They're all hit. I was double-checking to make sure. They're all hit.
He better aims it farther away or he's gonna hit everyone but me.
Well, he can aim it in such a way so that he only hits the guys. Yep!
That's what I'm saying.
Okay! I have to roll con saves for them. No, they're actually not. And the frontliners might die if they do not succeed on their con saves, but the backliner will definitely survive this. He saved. He saved. He did not. Okay. So, let me do this exactly like they do in Dr. Seuss books. Skull 1. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I forgot about the white.
Oh.
I named these guys after undead, if you couldn't tell. If you couldn't tell, I named these guys after undead because of their roles. Why? I feel stupid! Con.
Yes.
Oh, wait! I forgot something. I actually forgot something. Oh, yeah. That's right. Actually, all of them succeeded. Because they get advantages on their Constitution saving throws due to their group.
Yeah, okay.
So they actually all do succeed. As,
So it's 33. 33 damage.
Yeah, here's the funny thing about that. I'll tell you after. I'll tell you after why that's so funny. The guys at home have already seen why it's so funny. But what was I saying?
If they lit in my turn.
Oh yeah. So, as Azure makes this hand motion, you see the very air around them seem to lose all moisture as all water seems to be drawn away from that area. And as it starts to be drawn out of the bodies of these people, most of them seem like they're doing fine, but one of them seems like he's about to have all of it drained out of him. And suddenly the spectral force engulfs him, and he is protected a little bit. So they all take 33 points of necrotic damage. I just realized this. They're taking necrotic damage, and they're the ghost guard. This isn't fitting. No, this is definitely not fitting.
This is just hilarious.
And, Azure probably can do a bonus action. Oh, wait, yeah, that's right. Azure has the meta magic where he can make spell a bonus action. I forgot. They are about to be screwed to the utmost degree. Okay, they're about to be burned alive. No joke, they're about to be burned alive. As he's now going to, with his other hand, toss out a sphere of acid onto their faces. I'm not joking.
I have a question.
This is what? What's it?
What does it cost to reload my gun?
To reload your gun, that would be an action, but I'm assuming that all times out of combat, you basically have it loaded.
Yeah, I was hoping it was a bonus action.
Well, if you get a certain feat, you will, but currently no. Like, I believe there's a feat that like, I think it's like crossbow expert, simply because of the reloading section of crossbow expert. But you get where I'm coming from.
I know which one you're talking.
Yeah. I might even make a specific feat for it, but for right now, just know that that should work. Okay, so they don't get advantage on dexterity saves, so one of them actually did fail. They do have high dex, though.
Roll the white.
I know, I've been rolling the white.
There we go.
Okay.
So
also, that looks so weird, by the way. I put GM on my name tag in case people are watching this video and get confused. And now it looks so weird when it says Max Spectre GM. It looks so weird now. But, where was I? Oh, yeah. So as that happens, he swings around with his other hand, and a sphere of acid goes out around them, and most of them seem to be able to dodge out of the way of most of it, but one of them is just melted. Like, he is, I think the word is fucked horribly. I think that is the word. These guys did not expect this much damage to be coming out of this guy in one turn. Let me remind you, this is 6 seconds. This is 6 seconds.
Shadow Dragon.
This is happening in 6 seconds.
Yes.
It was just like, this is just what happened. We will beat this guy. Yes. 6 seconds later, bad idea. We're burning alive.
It's like a opinion thing, a concentration thing.
Oh, wait. No, it's not. It is basically just plucking a spirit out of the ethereal plane, and it's there for a certain time period. It is currently still there. It is not concentration, no. This is the spirit card. They use spirits to their, advantage. Don't die. You weren't hit by acid. You should be fine. You weren't the one hit by acid.
I am at 1 HP.
That's fair. Okay, and that is officially the end of Azur's turn, which means it is now. It is now the White's turn. Yeah, one of them is looking very, very fucked. And what I mean by very, when I say the word very, very fucked in terms of an enemy, they're at 1. One of them is at 1. The other two are kind of okay, but one of them is at 1. Okay. So, as soon as we get the White's turn, the ghost attacks again at the target that it was attacking at earlier, and I have to double check to see if this actually hits. Yeah. The way the ability works is they have to target someone with it, and that ghost keeps attacking them until the thing ends. Like, it can't even target anyone else. It physically can't.
Oh, okay.
And that hit him. A 13 hit him. Sorry, I have to let that sink in.
He has the same armor class as he got low armor class than me. I only started at -2.
You say that, but he can ping pong you off the walls.
He still has a low armor class.
But yeah, as this is happening, right after he's let loose both of his blasts of arcane energy from his hands, he immediately gets slashed by the ghost across his chest, and he immediately again goes, "Weak asses?" And the White, that actually did do a decent amount of damage, but not enough that he'd notice. So the White will use... I realized I messed up on some... I realized that, how screwed everyone is on this with their positioning. These are meant to have the frontliners go first. The White is specifically in a position to command them, not in a position to go first.
You should have given him like advantage on initiative then.
Yeah, okay. Wait, where are you? I think you're literally right at the point where you can be rammed into the throne. You're in like 15 feet, 10 or 15 feet of the throne. You about to be rammed, son. You about to be rammed.
I am exactly 15 feet from...
Yeah. So as this happens, the White focuses his staff, trains it directly on you, and a burst of spectral energy comes out, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw right now.
Okay. Eight.
You rolled low on that one.
I'm literally at 1 HP.
Yeah, he's about to kill you. Let me point this out. He's about to kill you, or knock you unconscious at least, by ramming you into a throne. As this pushes you back 20 feet. So as the spectral energy blasts out of the staff, you are immediately thrown back into the throne, and you just break, and you take 1d4 of damage. Let me roll that to make sure that you go unconscious. I think you might not. Let me see.
I am at 1 HP.
Yes, you are unconscious, sir. And they were never meant.
Counting hits there.
What?
Are you pounding Hitsu?
He's not done with his turn yet. That was his bonus action. The ghost has an action, he has his bonus action and an action. The ghost has a separate action.
Yeah, I know.
So, this is very, very weird, because they were actually never meant to use this. They have a long-range weapon that they're actually never meant to use, simply because it's backup, but the backup's gonna be used now. As he takes a slingshot.
I could have survived a slingshot attack.
As he takes a slingshot. This is actually a pretty deadly slingshot. But, and he trains it directly on Azur and lets loose a stone. And you can tell as the stone goes through the air, it has some spectralness about it. He rolled poorly. I'm taking the first one because he didn't have advantage. He rolled 2 1s. He has 3d6 to roll, and he rolled 2 1s.
That is still weak for the night cannon. I got the better range, bro.
You have death incarnate. Although bait you're not close to it, because remember, bad stuff will happen if you are. So he is at...
Yeah, it's only a 20 feet radius.
Further than that when it comes to you when you've pissed off the god of fire.
I would be 55 feet away.
Yeah, here you're safe. Just don't get within like 30 or 30-some feet, basically.
So I essentially fire that thing up.
As Azur is getting back from the ghost slash mark and seeing you be rammed into his throne, he immediately gets a rock right in his mask head face, and it's like, what the fuck? I thought you were warriors.
What imbeciles throw rocks in a...
And now Hitsu goes.
Something Demios would say.
And now Hitsu goes, and, what's your spell list? Because there's no way Hitsu is going to use her tail attack when they're covered in acid right now.
Well, the best thing would be black tentacles, honestly. Yeah, black tentacles probably the best thing. My opinion.
Okay, can you please use your black tentacles, because I do not have all the spells transferred over yet to Hitsu. Okay, so it is... Okay! It's action... Okay! So the dexterity save would be with... It would be with Hitsu spellcasting, which is 8 plus 4, so 12 plus 4, so 16. Okay, I have to note that.
But it doesn't attack. It doesn't damage the cell tone.
I know. It doesn't damage him until their turn. By the way, let me point this out to you. You don't know this about Azur's, but the Vitrolic Spear Azur used, they will take more damage at the end of their turn. So now you're giving them more damage at the start of their turn. They're gonna get to their turn and just die. Also, I forgot to do something. I actually forgot. Thank you for doing that. I forgot to roll the acid damage for that guy. Since he finishes his turn. The guy who just finished his turn.
Oh, yeah.
He was hit by the spear. Yeah. I think it's 5d4. Let me double check.
I forgot about that.
Yep.
Yeah, but honestly, that's the most AoE ability spell I have. Everything else is either single target or I make illusions. Oh, illusions! Yeah.
Okay,
I
and
just realized
what?
I pretty much have no spells that deal damage when I use it. They make them disabled pretty much. Sleet Storm and Black Tentacles, and then on their turn they take damage.
Yeah. Okay, so as this happens and Hitsu sees all this going down, Hitsu looks at them, and you see arcade energy go through her tails as immediately the same black tentacles that you use sprout out of the ground and coat
only if I was conscious.
And coat what is it, 20 feet? It's a 20-foot square?
20 feet square, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna mark this on the map because this is the square of death.
Only if I was awake, I would say something. Habib. You probably wouldn't know what I'm not gonna say. What I'm gonna say. You need to move over one block to the left and right.
Za. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, it's also further back, but we can let that go for now. Actually, yeah, we can let go that. Actually,
yeah, it's one block back.
It's one block back, but we're letting that go. As these as they're coated in acid, and black tentacles have erupted from the ground around them. They are not having a good day. They are really not having a good day. They did not think this through. I would suggest that Wolfie do nothing on his turn lest he get braided by black tentacles and killed by acid.
Wolfie would do nothing.
Yeah.
Dimios would probably heal me.
He can't. He's out of healing, remember?
Since he's mostly melee. Well, does he not have Spell the Dying?
I don't think he does. Let me double check, but I don't think he does. I think you have access to it. Yeah, he doesn't, remember? He's the paladin that's focused on kill, smite, kill, compel, duel, kill. You see where I'm going with this?
So essentially, I am knocked out.
Until Azur's turn, he has the torture healing potions, remember? That's their official name now.
But let's be honest, he's probably could kill them.
They'll die before it gets to his turn.
Can't do anything unless he wants to get wrapped up in tentacles of doom and death.
Actually, considering how Dimios thinks he wouldn't care, this is like combat blindness, basically.
True.
It's your way. You have control over Dimios, depending on what you want to do. So you can either say he does nothing or he runs in because Dimios.
Well,
he won't get affected by the acid. The only reason that Wolfie and Hitsu would have been affected by the acid is because they have bites and tail attacks, which is part of their physical being. Dimios uses a great sword.
He can do something.
Are you going to compel them to
He shall cast Spiritual Weapon.
That works.
What does the different levels do?
I believe it's more damage.
Yes, it's more damage. It's 1 more d8. So he's going to cast out level 3. And it has to be in 60 feet. He's going to cast it right here.
I'm just going to make a boop because I don't have a full-on sprite for that yet. I'm just going to make a boop.
And it can make 1 melee spell attack against creature within 5 feet. And it'll be that one.
Yeah, so his modifier is... It's whatever Dimos' spellcasting ability... It's his spell attack bonus plus a d20 to see if it hits. So it's...
Yes, but you don't have it as a melee attack, so you have to manually...
Yes, I have to... Yes, it has to be done manually. I still have to type some of this stuff in, remember? I do a lot of stuff, but I also forget about a lot of stuff. It's +9.
Plus a spell attack bonus?
Yeah, so it's +9. So it's 1d20 plus 9. To see if it... Oh!
How does that work? How does sword inflict damage upon itself?
Let me think about this. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Yeah, I have to
I don't
think.
think it physically can do that.
Yes, it can. I thought of a way it can hurt Dimios. So,
It can only move 20 feet.
No, this is the stupid part. As Dimios brings up his sword and makes a copy of his sword effectively, go right there, and he starts to swing it down. He manages to get a cramp from thinking about swinging a sword. and he takes this much damage. Yep. And he also cannot cast spells for the rest of the turn, as he is currently cramping in the brain.
Well, that will ruin all the other plans.
So, okay, and that I'm guessing that's the end of his turn because I don't think he has anything he can really do with his bonus action.
No,
I don't think he might be able to do his channel.
That was a bonus action.
Oh,
that was a bonus action.
Well, he can't cast spells. Okay, that was bonus action. I forget that's bonus action half the time. It's so powerful, I forget it's bonus action. But yeah. So, you have your action, but you can't cast spells. And you have your movement.
And they're within 30 feet of him.
Yeah, but remember, it goes like this. The one on the left and right are damaged badly. The one in the middle is very, 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 very fucked. As in, he'll die no matter what, pretty much.
Yeah, he shall do channel divinity.
Please don't
Conquering presence.
Are you doing it from where you're standing? Because I'm pretty sure that will only hit your allies. The ghost can't be feared.
No, that's within 30 feet of him.
Yeah, but it'll hit the allies
it'd be
too.
Smart for him to move one.
Yeah.
That'd be smart. That would hit everyone. All the enemies. And a wisdom saving throw against. It doesn't say what's it against.
It's against his spell save DC, if I remember correctly.
So 17? So
yeah.
17.
Does that say your allies are immune? Because if not, this is going to be a horrible, horrible fuckfest.
No, you can force each creature of your I can see within 30 feet of you to make a wisdom saving.
Okay, so it's of your choosing. They do have advantage on this because of their spirit.
Now the white.
They do have advantage on this because of their spirit ability thingy. It's Constitution and Wisdom
Now the white.
that it's advantage on.
It's Wisdom.
I know, it's Constitution and Wisdom they have advantage on. So, it's 17?
One of them, it works against one of them. Yep,
yeah, it works against
on
one.
of them.
It works on the one on the left. So, yeah, as this happens, Dimios runs up, just stares at them intently with his conquering presence of screw you, and literally 3 of them brush it off as nothing, including the white, but the guy to the left is literally shitting his pants.
He has to wait till the end of his next turn to do anything.
Let me point this out. Let me point this out to you. He's not the guy that's one hit. He's not the guy at 1 hit point, and he's shitting his pants worse than the guy at 1 hit point.
Wouldn't the guy at 1 hit point have disadvantage?
He's gonna die at the start of his next turn because of the black tentacles. I don't think it matters. And plus, that's.
I totally forgot about that.
You forgot about the giant black box of death? How you forget about that?
Okay, it'd be Mirrik turn, which you
Death
can't do
saving throw.
anything.
Death saving throw.
That's what I'm doing. Ooh, not 20, baby. Give me that, not 20.
No, but you do succeed. You do get 1 success. Mark it.
Huzzah. Your turn. Now it's their turn. They'll take 3d6s. So
oh my god. If you roll max on this, you could actually.
They must make a dex save. They must make a dex save.
How many dex saves can you force these guys to make? That's literally their good stat. succeeds.
Uh,
That was
That'd
for the
be
one
down-
that
that'd
that's
be-
for the one that doesn't matter. Because I'm doing these basically left to right.
that's what Hitsu modifier. Yeah, that would be Hitsu's modifier.
Yeah. I believe we decided was 16 for the save. If I did my math correctly. So, did the whites roll?
2 of them failed.
Did the white? Well,
No,
technically
but
one of
it's
them
not
was
his
gonna die no
turn.
matter what. Remember? One of the guys that failed was the guy who literally could have
It's not
succeeded.
the
and
white's
still died.
turn.
Oh yeah.
No, the white, not the white's
I
turn,
feel
so
stupid.
it's you.
I feel stupid.
So-
Sorry. With this area
2
mass, my brain like melted. So roll your damage. Because
Oh yeah, after.
because you know the damage of this and I do not. It's okay.
That should be 1 more d6. So it didn't register the 2. Add that to it. 11.
Okay, so as they take 11 points of damage. So, one guy did fail his dex save, so the guy who was at 1 hit point did fail his dex save, so technically you're restraining a corpse now. So I have to describe this.
This one failed. You got a 6 and a 15.
Yeah, I mean that, but technically you're restraining one of them and a corpse. That's the funny part. You're restraining a corpse. So, as the turn starts, the one to the left, who is currently still shitting his pants, manages to just sidestep out of fear of Dimos.
Would
He
he
just
have
sidesteps.
disadvantage?
Even with disadvantage, he succeeds because it's 16. And even, yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So, he just sidesteps, trying to get away from Dimos in his presence of pure death. And he gets hit by a tentacle in the face. So, that would be 11 and a half. That's 5. Okay. The one in the middle didn't even try. He is just immediately punctured by like 50 tentacles, and he is very dead. And and the black tentacles are restraining a corpse now. They are just clutching onto his corpse and pulling him to the ground. And
That one has to make a strength or dex save to get out of being restrained.
okay. One of them is a corpse. Okay, the last one, he tried to move away but just couldn't quite get there, and is just grasped by the tentacles going around him, and they slowly start to crush his entrails. But he is still somewhat alive, despite the fact that his attire and even the mask that they wear is starting to crack now under the pressure of these tentacles. Also, never make me say
so-
tentacles that much in one sitting again.
This one has to be strength or dex to get out of the tentacles, and that one's just fine. Get
Yes.
dodged out of it.
And this one is dead and punctured and being pulled to the ground by tentacles.
Don't waste him. I'm gonna loot him. Once I awake.
If you awake. This might be where Mirrik dies, not from being ping-ponged, but from being pushed into a throne. Okay.
Yeah, I'm very liking in heroes.
Yeah, that guy we might need to see if he'll play with this campaign too, and maybe as a healer so we don't all die. Where was I?
We pretty much never get below half HP. Unless, you start up below half HP.
Okay, a creature starts its turn and is already restrained. A creature restrained by the tentacles can use its action. Okay. It's Dex. These guys are not good at strength,
Yes.
they're good at Dex. If you couldn't tell.
What are you doing at the 2:30?
Okay. Okay. He failed.
Yes, he horribly failed. So as he starts to try and maneuver his way out of the tentacles, they just start crushing him harder. And, only one of them gets to move. And he is currently shitting his pants, and if I remember correctly, Dimos has an aura that extends far enough out where he can't move towards him or away from him. Like, he can't move away, and the frighten makes it so he can't move towards him. So he physically can't move, if I remember correctly. I think he has that now. It might be a later level.
Yeah. If he gets within that, oh yeah, it's 10 feet of him. So he can't.
Well, he can move
He
away.
can get within 10 feet of it.
He can move
He
away.
can't get near any of us.
Yeah, he can move. No, dude, he couldn't move. He couldn't move towards him anyway, due to the frightened effect. He can't move away with the aura. He can't move away from Deimos with the aura. So you basically just stone lock him in this place. Yeah. So he can actually move away.
This is 10 feet.
He can move away,
Yes.
but he can run the hell out of there. But I don't think that'll help him because he's about to acid. Okay. As this person is going to 1, shit his pants even more. 2,
Oh, wait a minute.
well,
Oh. So I completely misread the thing's effect.
well,
So they would all have taken a guaranteed 3d6s. Because a creature that instantly starts in it are automatically restrained. And they automatically take the damage.
a creature that starts to turn areas and is already no. That's for later. That's for after. That's for like once they are restrained by it once, they already take the damage. They don't even get a chance to make the dex save after they're restrained.
Okay.
Where was I? Oh yeah, shitting his pants, and then like scarily trying to point his staff at Deimos, and trying to go away, demon. And he is going to force Deimos to make a Constitution save. The spiritual force as the spiritual force that pushed you is currently blasting out of the staff, trying to push him. Roll the con save. Due to anyone who's confused on this, due to my ruling, if you roll a natural 20 on a saving throw, that shit don't affect you whatsoever. Doesn't matter if it says half, it doesn't affect you whatsoever. Fuck your spell. So, as he's doing this, he's trembling, and Deimos just stares right at him as the Spectre Force comes at him, and it just brushes off his armor, and he just laughs. And currently, 99% of this person's weight, you can probably tell is in their pants right now, as they have shit out in that much velocity. As nothing they can do to this nightmare of a man can affect him. Okay. After shitting his pants, that's the end of... Actually, I think that's a bonus action, actually, now that I remember. So then he's just gonna feebly try and slingshot someone. He's gonna try to slingshot him. Nope, I can tell you, even with advantage, that misses. He just goes, and it doesn't even get out of the range of the black tentacles. It's like 5 feet in front of him where the rock falls, and he's just terrified and covered in acid. And since it's the end of their turn, they take 5d4 acid damage. They're both dead, I'm pretty sure. Nope. Nope. Hey, Mirrik. You might be unconscious, but the Mirrik way is being honored. Terrified. Keep one of them terrified as all hell and keep them alive. He's the only one surviving this so far. So yeah, as that happens, and it just melts into the skin. The one that was being grasped by the tentacles is just melted in them. And the one that was currently shitting his pants is fine. He is very, 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 very badly injured, but he's still standing in pure horror at this. And he's just like, oh, please, no. And, now it's Azur's turn. Guys, to anyone who does not understand D&D logic, that all happened in 6 seconds. Their plan went south that quickly.
They are probably all reconsidering this plan.
They didn't have a chance. Their brains physically couldn't process all that quick enough. The only thing their brains are going through right now is shit. Especially the guy on the left who is currently shitting his pants and terrified of Dimos. So, Azur is gonna fuck with
They
someone.
succeeded at one thing, though. They knocked someone unconscious from 1 HP. Kill them.
Yeah, what is it? What is this one again? This is... Oh, yeah, Oh, God. Yeah, that's not going to be used yet. That's used later. Oh, wait, he has Magic Missile.
Is it heal me? Is it Zor heal me?
Not yet. After combat. After combat. Dude, he has Magic Missile. He has Magic Missile. He's about to he's about to turn some of these people into Swiss cheese.
There's only 2 left.
Yes, the one at the back is about to be turned to Swiss cheese. So it is 3 plus 5, 8. Because he's casting this at 5th level. So!
Damage.
And it's guaranteed, remember?
Yep.
So this is 8d4 plus 8. And they're all targeting the one in the back, the white. Holy shit, he's still alive!
That's good.
With 2 hit points. So, as this happens, an aura goes out and a glob of arcane energy comes out from his palm as it suddenly splits off into 8 different darts, all targeting the white as they just go in and start to turn him into Swiss cheese. And now Azur is going to use his meta magic so he can turn a spell into a bonus action and cast that again at 5th level again.
Oh yeah. I forgot he could do that.
So, let me point this out to you. That was 2 volleys of Magic Missile that are guaranteed to hit in the same turn. Guys, Sorcerer OP as all shit. Get the meta magic that turns your spell into bonus attacks, and you are OP as shit. I need
or
to
just get action surge. Which you can get sooner, because Fido only requires to get 2 actions.
Yeah, but the sorcerers get their meta magic option at level 2, if I remember correctly. Literally just at level 2.
Yeah.
Point blank.
Yeah.
And they can keep their full-on magic setup, so they can, you know, cast a ton more higher power spells in one turn.
Okay, still. If you had action surge as well, 2 spells plus a third one.
That is Death Incarnate. That is Death Incarnate. That is Death Incarnate. Okay.
You're lucky I didn't get.
By the way, these are all still targeting the same person. The guy who's shitting his pants is being kept alive. This guy was at 2. This guy was at 2. This guy was at 2. Do you see the overkill? That is 25 points of overkill. And he's in he's in the hentai place, basically. You made me make that joke with the way you think. This is not ending well for them. They really need to rethink their battle strategy. Mostly don't get fucked by demons.
Don't walk into a room with 53 demons and challenge them to a fight.
Yeah, here's exactly what happens. So, as that happens, the white immediately goes, "This was a bad idea." And then the orb comes up again and he just goes, "Not again." And they all split off, slam into him, and he is currently the human version of Swiss cheese. Multiple times over.
Is he dead or unconscious?
He is dead. He was turned into Swiss cheese. That was 25 points of overkill. There's no saying that he ever survived that in any circumstance. He was turned to
Now
Swiss
I'm
cheese.
assuming it's Hitsu.
And then he falls down into the tentacles as the tentacles just slowly grasp him, drag him down, and consume him. He is very dead. He is very dead. Now it's Hitsu's turn. Hitsu is...
I know exactly what Hitsu shall do.
What?
My one damaging spell. Give me a second.
Don't you have
Wanna make
Spare
sure
the Dying?
damages.
Don't you have Spare the Dying?
Shh. Oh yeah, I guess you could do that to me. But I can make Dimios not attack.
Are you seriously just gonna say no? You through Hitsu, you're gonna say no. If this works, I'm gonna laugh.
Hitsu's gonna do Spell the Dying on me.
Okay.
I can move Hitsu.
Actually, there's a weird thing with Hitsu because of the way the spells are cast. She actually doesn't need to move because the tails are actually what cast the magic.
I wouldn't fully heal, so there would be no point. I'm sitting at 0.
Yeah.
When we could just end the fight. Let's just end the fight doing the way the male do.
Yeah. Okay, what way...
Phantasmal Force.
If you could actually not kill him with this. That's the funny thing. You could actually not kill him with this. He has 2 health and you could still not kill him. Choose a creature within failsafe. Intelligence saving throw. If he makes this intelligence saving throw while being terrified as shit, yes, I'm giving him disadvantage. When he has a +1. No. He rolled a natural 1. Before you are even able to cast the phenomenon, his very brain just collapses from fear and he dies. Before you even get the phenomenon out, he dies.
No. While he was looking as he tries to examine it, see if it's real, he just...
No, dude, the saving throw? Dude, that was the saving throw from before you even summon it. That was the saving throw from if you can summon it. Before even thinking about it, you apparently ripped out part of his brain while trying to find his fear, and she just dies, falls down into the tentacles of Screw You, and is currently being consumed by them. So, I think combat is over. I think we can safely say oh, I forgot. The spirit dies the moment the white dies. I think we can safely say combat is over. I think we can safely say combat is over now.
All I gotta say is that's how you killed someone.
I forgot how much AoE you guys had. If you didn't have AoE, that would have been tougher. But you had so much AoE.
Yeah. We have... This is all my AoE. I have
Hentai?
this... Wait a second. I have Black Tentacles, Stinking Cloud, and Sleet Storm. That's all my AoE. And
what
all
would...
of them
Wait, I have to
debilitates.
think about how I would rule it if you if you use Sleet Storm on Black Tentacles, forcing them to fall prone into the tentacles of death. I'm assuming they just die. They just automatically take the bludgeoning damage the moment you do that. Okay.
This is literally all the AoE.
Okay, all of them are very dead and are currently... The ones that aren't Swiss cheese are currently being crushed by the tentacles.
Two of my AoEs inflicts damage.
They're just crushing the corpses. Like, they're being turned into a fine paste right now. The one that isn't Swiss cheese. The one that is Swiss cheese is being turned into powder. I'm guessing that at this
it lasts up to a minute.
Oh god. Oh god. Wait, can Hitsu just dispel it? Can Hitsu just dispel it? Please tell me Hitsu can just dispel it.
Yes, that's what I said. Yes, she can just... That's why it says up to a minute. That means you can dispel it as an action.
Yeah, it's gone now. And as this happens, and she uses Spare the Dying on you so you can stop making death saving throws.
Wait, let's just see what I would. Let's just see what I would have rolled.
Is it gonna be like me in that campaign where you roll a natural 20 when it wouldn't have mattered?
16.
16? Okay, so you're one closer to being stable. Roll again. Let's just see what you rolled if you roll one more time. Because if you seriously stabilize yourself, I'm going to laugh.
That one.
I don't think that rolled. Wait. Yeah, that's a failure. Okay, you wouldn't have quite gotten it. But you got very close.
No.
Yeah, you would have stabilized yourself. Okay. So you were currently stabilized. And as Hitsu brings down the black tentacles, an Azure telekinesis powered ring thingy, and I'm pretty sure you can't make a strength saving throw when you're unconscious, so you are just lifted out of the chair and plonked onto the ground, and he forces a torturous healing potion into your gullet, and you are back at 1. And as you get up,
so light, I don't think he couldn't pick me up.
Yeah, but telekinesis powers. Telekinesis powers.
Yeah.
Actually, I think your armor weighs more than you. I'm not even joking. I think your armor weighs more than you.
It does. Yeah. My armor and weaponry weighs more.
Okay, where were we? Oh, yeah. So as you're coming to, and you're at 1 hit point now, as you're coming to, and, as Hitsu and Dimos and Wolfie and Azure are all looking at this.
Loot. We smells loot and dash off.
You don't quite smell loot. You smell paste and powder of human corpses and elven corpses, and I think there was one half. I
spread my wings and dash over to it.
Okay, as you start dashing over, because your vision was slightly obscured as you were getting up, you see that they have all been turned to paste. By the tentacles. They are just paste, crushed, ribs cracked, bones cracked. The one in the back has somehow been turned into Swiss cheese, basically. Literally, like, flattened by the tentacles, and the magic missiles have just turned him into Swiss cheese. Well, you look on them,
I shall try to find things.
And, here's what you find. You find, a shit quarterstaff, aka a quarterstaff that could not hold the quarterstaff candlestick to your quarterstaff. Each of them have a quarterstaff.
I immediately wake it.
Make 4 strength checks.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah. And have they appeared yet? Come on, roll 20 update. What? I don't think it rolled either that. There they are.
It has clearly.
I'm giving you advantage on this. I'm giving you advantage. So as you go around and you go, this sucks. This sucks. This sucks. This sucks. As you see just dust leave them all as you just snap them in half and the wood breaks. You literally go up to them, tense your muscles, and you just snap them like a toothpick. And some of the wood literally flies in your face, and you're just like, nope, this sucks, this sucks, this sucks. And, where was I? Oh, yeah. They all are wearing, well, 2 of them are wearing, skull-level masks. One of them is wearing a white mask, and one of them is wearing a horribly, horribly, horribly disfigured and cracked skull mask.
I want them all.
Okay, add 2 skull...
I pick them up, I shove them over my face, and look at Dimios. Hey, does this work? With each one, just shift. Say, does this one work? No. This one? No. This one? No. This one?
No. None of them work. But if you're gonna do that, it is 2 Spirit Guard skull masks. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep track of this, because I don't want you to have to write down all this stuff. I'll write it down later in your shadow inventory. I'm just going to keep track of your shadow inventory separate from your normal inventory so we don't, break roll 20.
Okay. All of them goes in shadows. The question is, did I find the sling? Because I am proficient in.
They all carry slings. Here's the problem. They had acid and black tentacles, and then fear and acid. Did I forget to mention acid?
Well, technically, most of them got half-assed.
That still doesn't mean that their sling is... They have slings. Here's the problem. They're all bad. Like, the place where the rope is, because of the tentacles and stuff, is snapped. The, what is it called? The Y shape, like the center of the Y shape is snapped. It's bad.
Is the magic still attached? Or
What?
Magic or whatever they were fused with. Is it the magic and stuff gone from it?
They're not, and I need you to make a insight check on this. Actually, no, don't make an insight check. Wait, you have Merc knowledge. You have Merc knowledge of this. Not because of what this is. Not because of what this is. You actually have Merc knowledge, so you wouldn't even need to roll for this. Yeah. The actual weaponry of these people is not enchanted in any way. It's simply that the people that enlist connect themselves with the ethereal plane so much that they're able to conjure a spiritual energy around their weaponry and make it do more.
As I recall this,
yes,
I shall fall down to the ground screaming, "No! I shall never get a good sling."
As you say this, Demo says, Azur, can you tell him? And he just gets out popcorn again. Demos, what did I say about popcorn? Not in the throne room.
And I immediately start throwing the slings to the side.
Okay.
Well, what's left of the slings to.
Okay. Azur teleports over to you, which is something you actually have not seen him do yet, but he legitimately is able to teleport as long as he's in dimly lit or darkness. He teleports right next to you and goes, "You know I can literally force these people to make a good sling for you, right?"
Wait, give me a second. Give me a second. This might be the first time Mirrik begs.
Oh my god.
Does he have a robe?
Oh, what?
A robe.
What would he... Yeah, he has, like, a leader ceremonialist robe is the best way I can describe it. Like, this like, bluish... This, like, bluish, this dark blue tint.
Mirrik shall grab the robe, look into his eyes, giving him the most, how to say this without invoking your wrath. Imagine Hitsu giving you the eyes or something. Then imagine Mirrik doing that with draconic eyes.
Oh, so like, the draconic version of puppy dog eyes, pretty much.
Yes, give me the sling, please.
That image will never leave my...
500 years.
Wait. Let me get my camera. Okay, that memory is saved forever now. This is gonna be a story for years.
Last time Mirrik ever begged.
Roll.
We've been searching 500 years.
Roll a persuasion check.
What? Roll a what?
Persuasion check. The thing you've never used because you've deceived and intimidated people. You know, the third one of the group.
I have +5 to it. Or +5 to it.
Wait, you're proficient in persuasion, yet you never persuade anyone. Can I point that out?
Yeah.
So, Azure sees this and sees the bloody Mirrik puppy dog eyes. Sorry, I'm actually seeing a mental image of this right now, and it's actually breaking me. But as he sees this, he goes, "Fine, stop looking at me like that, I'll get it, fine." And he puts his hand up in between your face and him.
Father, to the GM, you have got him saying two things: being nice and him begging.
Ooh. We're getting character development from Mirrik. That's something I did not think would happen.
Not really, just a once time.
I will force it to be
one time.
I will hit you over the head with the "you will develop character" stick until you do. It is a very, very painful stick.
Okay. Did I find anything else?
Well, apart from the obvious of their robes, I just realized, why are you doing all of the... I'll say what I was gonna say later. You find a single, what is it? I guess you would say it's not quite a necklace, it's more of a talisman. I think it's talisman. Of just a gravestone wrapped around each one of their necks. And, the whites wait, here's the difference though. The skulls, the front line, had 2 marks, and the whites had 3. Like, they had scratch marks.
I immediately grabbed the death and just put them on. All.
Okay, wait, I have to tell you this now because you have Merc knowledge. Let me tell you that that's their ranking system, effectively. Like, that's how they keep rank apart from the obvious. That's, like, one of the big things. And, what's the word? It's a worse sin than if you ran over 50 puppies. If you've run into them again.
I literally already defeated them. Technically, how you win?
You defeated, let me point this out to you, their second weakest grouping.
I wasn't even in the fight.
How do you think this is gonna go if you meet them alone?
Put them on and then hide them in put them on and hide them in an illusion. On my own.
I just realized Mirrik can actually get tattoos, like when he's drunk, if he could ever get drunk, and not regret them because he could just hide them with illusions. God damn you, Mirrik, you can't even get insulted by tattoos. God damn you. Okay, and, Azure teleports out of the room for a bit. To do something. But, yeah, that's pretty much all you find on them.
Did I grab the robes?
I mean, you can, or you could just force them into the shadow.
Grab the robes.
You could just force them into the shadows.
But yeah,
again.
that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
So as you walk up to each of them, put your head on their face and just force them into the shadows. And are you gonna try to wear one of the robes just to fuck with them even more, or what? Or are you just gonna keep what you have on?
What color is the robes?
Do you see the color of the sprites?
No, I wasn't paying much attention. I was unconscious, mate.
Guys, I have to point this out to you. The guy that was fighting sprites completely disregarded color. That sounds racist when I say it like that. I did not mean it like that. Okay.
You just opened up a world of
Ah! The comment section! They want to murder me!
So what color was it?
Okay. I'm literally gonna just bring in 2 more tokens of them so you can see. It is not black, if that's what you're wondering. It is not black. There's this color. There's 1 of that color, and there's 30 of this color.
I zoomed all the way in.
You zoom in too much. But yeah,
So it's a whitish.
It's a what?
It's a whitish color and brownish purplish.
Where are you seeing whitish? The face was the mask
On the
thing.
white one. Yeah, but on this street he has white and gray.
Yep.
I
Like
shall adorn that one.
It's more like a gray, lightish blue tinge. But yeah.
No. I shall hide them then. They don't match me.
Okay. Okay. With your nightmare face. I've never actually gotten this close to your sprite before, and it is nightmare face.
What do you mean?
There's just like this point on your face that is just red, and that just looks like nightmare. I don't know why.
That's the tongue.
Your tongue is
That's
always
my
sticking
tongue.
out. Your tongue is always sticking out. Okay. That doesn't make conversation awkward.
It's not always sticking out.
Maybe that's why you
do-
don't. Maybe that's why you're not charismatic.
Yes.
Maybe that's why you're not so charismatic, because your tongue's always sticking out. Okay. Also, I just realized how badly I screwed up. Because I copied and pasted those tokens in. After I had Azure on the clipboard to be copied and pasted back in. And I can't remember where his token is.
Well, I shall do one simple thing.
What are you
I
going
shall. I'm gonna go all the way, get this tornado crap out, and just call up and go to sleep.
Okay. Now, yeah, we're switching to Demos Vision. We're switching to Demos Vision. To those of you who have not
Take out
watched...
the tornado.
Okay.
Take out the tornado.
I'm keeping it up just in case you get in combat again, because you know. You can minimize it, you know.
No, I can't. I can't do anything with it.
You can
You
double
just
click
move
it, and it minimizes it.
But I didn't know that, Sonny.
I've literally told you this like 5 times. You
This
asked
is
me
Mirrik.
about it.
He forgot he can werewolf. If I werewolf to full HP, then back, would I be at full HP or no? You
You'd
ruled that
be
out.
at the same. You'd be at the same HP that you left
Yeah.
in the foreman.
Yeah, you ruled that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's effectively like you
Then
have an
yes.
entirely different HP pool. Yeah. It's effectively like you have an entirely
Yes,
different
it's
HP
vision.
pool, but here's the difference. Is if you do go unconscious in your werewolf form, you are unconscious in your normal form as well. That's the only difference. Like, it's an entirely separate hit point pool until you go to 0.
Okay, good. Okay, back to Daniel's we.
Back to Demos Vision. As he really, really needs to rethink his life priorities. Because as Azure left, he started eating popcorn. And then Azure came back in. And now they're just in a stare off of, really? Really? I was not eating popcorn, as he's literally holding a piece of popcorn in his hand. I can physically see that you were. No, I wasn't. This was an illusion. You are dreaming. I'm not an idiot.
Deception was.
I'm not with the way. You cannot say that you are dreaming. He would literally have to roll a natural 20. This is the only way this works. Okay?
Let's see. Let's see.
Does he get to natural
see.
20? Does he get natural? does. He gets.
Oh, I'm rolling it.
Yes, that's what I was wondering about. You're the one that's meant to be rolling his stuff. I just do the role. I do the role play part of it. You're the one that rolls his stuff.
Get the advantage.
I'm gonna say he has advantage because screw you. It's my show. Screw you. He has advantage. That's fucking lucky. If he hadn't had rolled a natural 20, it wouldn't have mattered. But he gets advantage because fuck you. And Azur is so high up on his high horse that he thinks no one would defy him twice or 3 times. So Azur immediately goes, "Oh, I guess I am dreaming. Huh. I must have been more tired than I thought after conquering this town and getting them to build it. Yeah, actually, now that I think about it, I had a very, very busy day. I guess I am dreaming."
That's what looks.
Yes! And now you want to go to your throne and go to sleep in your dream. That way you can get a 3rd level dream and have that weird thing you're always thinking about doing. I always do think about going into a 2nd level dream after being in 1 level of a dream. Thanks, Dream Demios. You're welcome. and with Demios' vision, Hitsu is literally snickering behind him, just like, this shit actually worked. This shit actually worked. This shit actually worked. Oh my god. You know what makes this even funnier? Shadowfellian demons don't sleep. This is hilarious. I have to process all that. Normally, that would have been a bad defense. But when they physically don't sleep... As Azur goes into a meditative state and just seems to go in a trance-sleep-like state on his throne, and I'm still processing this shit. Oh. Guys, D&D, the game where physics are literally broken. Ooh, I need to breathe.
I told you you should have let him know.
Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay.
Mirrik spirit guided Demios.
Exactly, the power of screw you guided his hand. Why do you think I wanted you to roll? If I rolled it, it would have been a natural 1, probably. Okay. So, still wrapping my head around that.
What did you? Was Azur supposed to actually do something?
Yeah. Give me a moment. My brain is trying to compute this. I'm pretty sure NASA's supercomputer would have trouble computing this at this point. Okay. Okay, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I thought about puppies enough. I'm good. Okay. Okay. So, as you find yourself taken by sleep, and then 8 hours elapse, and you find yourself taken by the wake the fuck up button that's in your brain.
I totally don't have that button. I am a dragon. I have dragon. I can sleep. I can sleep for pretty much forever.
Okay, plan B then. Plan B. Do you know what plan B is? Demos walks over to you.
Demos slap me.
Nope, not slap. He's going to backhand you with his sword. Across the face. And that is a long rest for everyone, so everyone gets everything back, because of course.
Buffy would dive in front of him.
Make a deck save for Wolfie. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He got a natural 20. He got a natural 1. Literally back to back because of the way the advantage rolls.
It's because you did it. It's because of you doing it.
I did say that if I rolled, it would be a natural 1. I kind of called that for myself, didn't I?
Yes.
I
You can just say Woofy wakes me up.
Me.
You can literally just say Woofy wakes me up.
I can, but I have to think about what Demos does right now. As he... Wait, this is the second time Demos has ended up hurting himself by trying to attack someone, and he's only attacked twice this day.
Yes.
Demos, are you drunk? I think you might be drunk. This is Demos we're talking about, the person who chops off people's heads for fun. There is a big problem here.
Oh.
So...
One of the times he was attacked... Did you expect anything different?
So, as he tries to hit you with the blunt part of it... Jesus Christ. As he tries to hit you with the blunt part of his sword, he manages to trip and fall flat onto his sword. So, that was 3 damage out of that, so he's at 66. Well, at least he's 1 away from the demon number, but okay. We'll say that was meant to be. We'll say that was meant to be. And then Wolfie
I'm
just...
assuming Woofy wakes.
No, actually, because you hear the clattering of a 300-pound demon in like a 50-pound plate mail armor set with like a 20-pound sword all clatter to the ground. And you just immediately wake up from the amount of noise that is made when he just falls to the ground.
As I wake up, damn, did you try to hit me?
No! You're still dreaming! If this works again, I'm gonna break something. If this works again, I'm gonna break something.
I'm assuming...
I'll roll for it. I'll roll for it. I'll roll for it.
And I'm assuming I'll roll insight.
Roll
insight.
Roll insight. Wait, why am I rolling charisma checks?
Nope, it's not. You gotta do...
I'm saying bullshit, it's my story. Bullshit to this, because that was a mess up on my part.
Deception.
This is hilarious.
Deception.
This is hilarious. Roll insight check. Roll an insight check. Roll an insight check. With double advantage.
Oh, actually, yes. Let it be a dream. Let it be a dream.
Roll it again.
Let
Roll
it
it
be a
again.
dream.
Roll it again.
Let it be a dream.
I gave you super advantage.
Let
roll it
be
again.
a dream. All I gotta say is let it be a dream.
I gave you super advantage.
Now, this is Milk we're talking. This is Milk we're talking about. Imagine what he'll do in a dream.
Yep. Oh no, the world is doomed. Demos has doomed the world. Demos has doomed the world.
A perfect dream. And I can kill you without consequences. Shadowwolf.
Demos is a punching bag. Demos is a punching bag. Oh god.
Demos is gonna regret that.
This is max HP for like a minute, I think it is. It's because we still haven't changed it yet, so it's con save. And if he fails, it's 3/4 of his max HP.
Plus 44s.
Let me point this out to you. You're teaching this guy not to lie. You're teaching a demon not to lie. You see the problem here? Nope.
He fails.
Give me a moment. I have to figure out what 3/4 of 69 is. 51! 51.7, so 52.
Plus 9. Plus 9.
Wait, okay, let me think about this. So, wait, let me remember his hit points. But okay, 52 subtracted from 69 equals 17 minus the 3 damage he already took, so he's at 14. Minus 9, he's at 5. And his max hit points were reduced to 17.
Let me then immediately say, as I fall back down and go back to sleep in my dream, what if he finish him?
No, please, no! Okay, roll Wolfie's bite attack. If it hits, he's dead. If it hits, he's dead.
No, unconscious, there's a difference.
I don't think you understand how demons work. Yeah, roll damage. I forgot Wolfie had a plus 13. Okay, yeah, he is... Wolfie? How do you want to do this?
Well, as I say that, accept the question, as I fall down and just accept Dimios in his whimpers, just flings at Dimios, clawing at him and biting him.
Yep.
All about whimpering, because Wolfie knows it's not a dream.
Yeah. So as that happens, Dimos disappears. A puff of necromantic energy.
I then go back to sleep for 8 hours.
No, you don't. Azur is up by this point. You can't roll strength saving throws when you're asleep.
I would have fallen back asleep.
Yeah, when you're asleep though, you can't roll. You can't roll strength saving throws. You're about to be ping ponged, son.
Nope.
So, as all of this happened, and you just start to get back to sleep, you suddenly start to rise in your dream. And then you wake up about a second later being slammed up against a wall. And then another, and then another, and then another, and then another, and then another. And it's literally the Sans fight from Undertale, that section.
Once again, I'll try to slip in shadows as I hit the wall.
Roll initiative. This is gonna be...
Okay.
Yeah, just roll initiative because that's basically your speed, and I'm specifically initiative on this one. Nope! 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 Nope!
That was really it was on 20 and it barely rolled to 1.
So here's what happened. Here's what happened. And you're just waking up slumber after the joy of killing someone. You just bounce off the walls and you can't tell what's going on as you're just being slammed against the walls. And then Azur brings you down directly in front of him and goes, "How the hell did you think that was a dream when you killed Demos?"
Isn't this still a dream?
Nope.
I blame Dimios.
Well, now that
he lied.
Well, now that we're gonna have to ask him something when he gets back. Then.
Oh yeah, he's not dead.
Yeah, he has basically demon resuscitation. He has basically the best healthcare possible, as in he can't physically die. Phylacteries and demon magics. But yeah.
Well, can I go back to sleep? I apparently wasted a shot left.
No, you cannot.
Why?
2 reasons. 1, here, and he He doesn't even go over his throne. He's too good for that. He just telekinesis over a sling to you.
I immediately fully waking up and grab what to do. And just start flipping it around.
It is a sling that does necromantic damage. It does, if I remember correctly. If I remember correctly, it does. I'm double checking something to make sure I don't give you something too powerful. It does 4d6 plus your dex mod. Wait, how do you say this? And I'm gonna type this in chat, and then I'm gonna figure out exactly how to say this in lore wise.
It feeds off of your necromantic powers.
No, it's not that. I have to figure out exactly how he's explaining exactly how much damage this thing does. Without him saying the word D6.
Yeah. It inflicts a moderate amount of necromantic damage. Plus, the damage increases depending on where you hit the opponent. AKA your accuracy, which would be the dex.
What Mirrik said. What Eston said. What... Eston? That's the one I haven't said before. Eston! Okay, I feel like I'm drunk right now. That actually would be possible considering the fact that by accident I managed to combine Diet Pepsi and tea. That might actually be what's doing it.
By the way, that's I had to do stuff. So, well, you've seen some of the weapons I gave you.
Wait, what did you say? It blanked.
I said I needed a magical weaponry and how to describe damage for magical weapons because if I remember right, I gave you a hand that sprouts a spike of off out and a great axe.
Yes, I gave you rings. Lots and lots of color-coded rings. That was a mistake. You haven't even used any of them. They're just playing. They're just playing.
Oh wait, I just realized something.
You have a ton of rings that do shit. What?
Have a ring of regeneration.
Yes.
Every
you do.
10 minutes it would have naturally healed me. Every 10 minutes it would have naturally healed me.
Yes. That thing that is very useful, that you keep forgetting about, just like your lycanthrope form. Bag of tricks! Here's my bag of tricks. I completely forget I have it every 5 seconds.
Could
That's
you
Mirrik.
add that weapon in? Could you add that weapon in? I need to organize my weaponry.
We'll do it after this because it's boring to do that on cam. But,
let's be honest, I'll probably never use it. I take it in my hand, ooh, cool, and just throw it into the shadows behind me.
oh, that sounds so familiar. Ring A, B, D. Ring C is the regeneration one, I think, if I remember correctly. Or was that ring A? Either way, most of the shit you never use.
Then you mean to say, can I go back to sleep now?
No. Because I have something I want you to do.
Is it kill someone? 'Cause I think we should wait for this. It does so much better.
No, it's not kill something.
Because
It's
he
something
might-
that I heard you were very good at. If
Is
you
it
don't kill them.
terrifying? And that... Is it terrifying?
Not that.
Because I need to be at peak state.
He was condescending.
Fucking
He
tower
was being
questing.
condescending when he said the "you're very good at" part.
I am half asleep. I would completely ignore that.
I need
If
you
it's terrifying, I need
to deliver this to Sknack. This is how that's spelled, by the way. You try pronouncing that.
Who is
Normal.
that?
It's a letter that needs
Who
to be.
is that?
That's a
Who is
place.
that?
That's a place. That's not a name. That's a place. need you to deliver this to the leader there. Got it? And he just gives you a letter that needs to be delivered to the... And by the way, it has a seal.
What is that?
What?
50-50.
What?
50-50. I raise my hand up and shake my hand to side to side. 50-50.
I need you to roll... I need you to roll your language thing.
That's 1d100 of a 75%.
How do you always learn these things through curse words? I just realized that. You keep learning languages through curse words. He pissed off a dwarven shopkeeper that he learned dwarf from. He pissed off an elven shopkeeper that he learned elvish from. And now he's learned celestial from Azur. Because of cursing. But yeah, put celestial down in your languages now. As he speaks in a language that you have not heard before, and you didn't even know he knew that language. Because that's the language of the angels.
And then pipe up. That's a good language for to speak.
It's the closest a demon can get to cursing. Without actually cursing someone.
Yeah, I guess.
So yeah. I'll give you control over Falsus for one day. I'll give you control over Falsus for one day if you do this.
Okay. I'll do it.
And as he says that, you hear from, like, the back room, "What?" Please, no. Please, God, no. Using demon contacts to your advantage.
I didn't say. I'll be back in like maybe a week if I got what was that. Oh,
it's there. Oh wait, we don't have a map. Give me a moment. And he Falsus! Coming! Sheesh. You seriously think that...
It's been like 100 years into the mainland. It might have moved.
Towns don't move. Falsus, where is the map? I'm coming!
As they say, they move when I mess with them. They move when I mess with them.
Well, I need to keep these, like, on... I need to keep all the tokens, like, on one page so I can copy and paste so I don't have to keep adjusting them. Where was I? I remember. Here. Fine. You know, and Azur just says, you know there are days where I wish I had made a contract where you'd be mindless. But then how would my spells be useful? That's the only reason I didn't. So, yeah, Falsus brings out the scroll, and as he's starting to unfold it, Azur goes and just telekinesis it away from him, and brings it up, and he goes, right there.
I didn't mean to pipe up. Do you have a spell that can implant a memory of the place? Because if you can, just get there in, like, no time. I just need to be able to describe the place in, like, 9 words.
Well, the place is there.
8 words.
It is... Wait. Let me describe as a DM where it looks like on the map this is first. It is literally like northeast of where you are right now. You're like very close. You're not quite out the coast. You're like 2 days from the coast, but you're like northeast from Schnack. And Or your north. But yeah. So, he tells you.
Describe it in 10 words.
Small farming village in the Empire. That's 7 words.
I think that's good enough. I know the location. Yep. I think that's good enough.
Wait, dude. Here's the make sure that you don't, end up in another small farming village named Schnack, and that's literally exactly 9 words.
I immediately just pick up Woofy in my arm, and just start walking through a portal that appears out of nowhere.
Yeah, as you're doing,
Funny enough, only shadow dragons have shadow wall. It's a very good spell.
Yeah. As you're doing that, you see Hitsu and Tolsu's go near each other, probably to catch up on long. How many years of lost time? 500? What is it? It's probably like 450.
490.
Yeah, like 490 something. Yeah, it's like 490 years of something. So, yeah. A long ass time, in other words.
Yep.
Okay. As you make it.
And I shall walk above the place. Wings sprouted. That's why I grabbed Woofy.
Yes. As you arrive at the village, you see this nice little farming community, not pillaged or destroyed, and hopefully left like that, because otherwise I will literally choke you in real life.
Well, I shall do one thing as soon as I leave. I shall look at the letter and see if I can get past the seal. Look for any arcanic thing been done to it or whatnot.
Yeah, it's not that. It's what I mean by that was like rubbers, like the wax seals, so they know if you opened it.
So it doesn't have any arcanic seal, anything like that.
That you know of currently.
You do know I'm a shadow dragon.
Roll an Arcana check.
I want to examine it, see if I can see anything like.
Roll an Arcana check. If you roll a natural 1, this would be hilarious, because I could see you rolling natural 1, opening it, giant blast of lightning in the face, and it recloses.
21, 27.
Guys, does he succeed? I'm not sure if he succeeded. I think he might not have succeeded. He succeeded. Okay. Yeah, there are more runes on this than you physically thought could be fit on this letter. He knew he would be sending you as a delivery man, so he put more runes on this than physically thought possible.
Well, I shall do the simplest thing. I'm gonna be roughly 40 feet above the place. I shall do the simplest thing. Do I know exactly what?
Do you know what?
Do I know exactly what's being delivered?
He said to the leader, which you can guess would probably be in the biggest building.
Well, I shall do this. I shall hide in the shadow. And I shall have an unseen carry it. As I follow it.
Okay, so you have to be, within 30 or 60... Actually, that won't work. That won't work for one reason.
Really?
Because technically speaking, when you do the shadow thing, you're on a different plane of existence.
Well, let me see. I don't think I can make myself look different not to be attacked on sight. Actually, no, I can. I shall then just alter my image. I shall go... You want to be perfect right now? That sprite. I want myself to look exactly like that.
Wait, which sprite? Were you talking about the Yon T that you sent me earlier that we were debating on using?
Yes. I want to look exactly like that.
Okay, you are on the right one. Yeah. Okay. That's for those of you who do not. I will quickly. This sprite right here. This one. This is what he looks like now. He went to looking from a shadow dragon from the Shadowfell to a demon Yanti. I'm not sure how much changed.
Well, my entire color scheme changed now.
Yeah.
I have twin tails.
That is
I have a tail that slightly splits at the end.
Yes, that is true. Do you change the sound of your voice or anything?
Actually, that would be a dead giveaway, wouldn't it? Yeah, I would change the sound of my voice too. Cause yeah.
Yeah.
I can try just speak yeah.
Just like softly, quietly, loudly, Irishly. Like, what do you do?
I shall boom with the voice of the warrior Louis. I'm gonna act like a high noble.
Well, considering the fact you are delivering basically what counts as a capital official letter, that's a pretty good idea. So, as you find not an alley, but an outcropping behind a tree where you can alter your appearance, basically, or just go far away from the village that you can alter your appearance.
Well, I am flying in the L. I am in the
Yeah,
L.
but there's still a chance they could see you, and I'm guessing Mirrik would know that and go like behind a mountain or something to do this.
True. True.
As you slowly, you get, because that version doesn't have wings, so you actually have to walk into town after going out of town to do this, but it's not too far. So as you walk into town and you notice a few dwarves, a few elves, a few people happy and chuckling, and things that probably burn Mirrik alive because they're being happy, as they're tending to the crops, and they have quite a few afield. When he said small farming village, he said he meant that on the small village, not on the farming. Like, there is more land mass for farming here than probably 50 times the village.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I'm just kind of set on.
Yes. As you walk towards the main building, you do pass by two people which give you a little bit of a scare. For a millisecond, not for long, because you remember you changed your appearance. But you walk by two people, literally. Actually, you'd walk by two separate groups of people that would scare you. First,
I look very intimidating, Ghana.
Yeah.
I look more intimidating than I normally would.
Yeah, but it's like the split second, because it'd be that thing where you would automatically register when you see someone like that you've changed their appearance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there's like a split second, but after that it passes. So as you walk by two people, clad in armor, wielding rapiers, and you can tell by the shoulder pauldron and the bullseye symbol.
As I walked past them,
What?
I quickly pop up. You do know rapier is a finesse weapon. You shouldn't be wearing heavy armor, right?
Did I say heavy armor? I did not mean heavy armor. If I said heavy armor, I really did not say. Did I say?
You said heavy armor.
I didn't. I don't think I
You said heavy armor.
Then my brain
You
fucked
said heavy
itself. My brain fucked itself. Then I did not
You
mean to
said
say heavy
heavy
armor. I did not mean to say heavy armor. I will double check the footage. What is the time right now? 2:37. Okay, so it's like 2:36 where that was said. I'm double checking the footage on that one honestly because my brain.
Positive you said heavy armor.
I said shoulder pauldron, but that was the only thing I said about their armor. I think I said you could tell by their armor. Did I say heavy? I don't think I said heavy armor.
I don't know. Let's just keep on.
But on the soldier pauldron,
if they don't have heavy armor,
by the bullseye symbol.
When I get to the,
they're part of the group, the mercenary group known as Precise Grace, which you can recall from the angel that Deimos. I don't think it's decapitated. What's the word? It's not disemboweled. What's the word for being sliced in half?
Cut in half.
There's got to be a word
There
for
is
that.
an award.
Demiosed.
There is an
He was
award.
demiosed. That's the word. He was demiosed. And then reconstituted. You can tell that he was part of that mercenary group, and you might have to stay a little bit careful around them from now on, just a little bit. And then as you keep walking, and it takes you a bit to get to the town hall, and as you're right at the gate, right at the front door, you see two Imperial guards passing by. And again, there's that split second when it passes as you realize, oh, I don't look normal anymore. And they walk up to you and say, we haven't seen you. Wait, wrong voice. We haven't seen you around here. What are you doing? As this dwarf just walks up to you and asks, what are you doing here, newcomer? We haven't seen you.
And I love. I am here delivering a envelope for someone at a higher class than you. As
Fine.
trying to get up in that snooty.
Fine. Go ahead. We're going to get drinks. Our shift's over.
As I just slam the door open and announce I'm here.
Roll a strength check. I want to see exactly how hard you hit the door and how hard you announce your presence. I just want to know how hard this is. I need to gauge it. If you roll a natural 20, this is going to be stupid. If you roll a natural 1, it's going to be stupid. Roll one of those two, please.
Am I gonna shatter the door if I want a natural?
You might shatter you if you roll in that 1. Who knows? Come on, roll.
It should be one.
Okay. Okay, this is one of his weaker rolls. But yes, you slam the door open, it basically bounces off the wall a few times. And you have definitely announced your presence as your form enters the doorframe, and the noise of you slamming the door opening and announcing your presence echoes throughout the entire town hall for probably a good 15 seconds. Everyone has their eyes on you now, including 4 Imperial guards and the leader.
Oh, I don't have wings, do I?
What?
No, I don't. Okay, well, as I was telling you,
And one of them quickly asks, next time, one of the guards asks, it's an elfin guard. He asks, next time, do not slam the door in such a rude manner. I'm watching
I
you.
then shall. Is it the guard?
Yes, it's the guard.
Can I tell what his ranking is?
His ranking is... It's like the... I haven't fully done the rankings. It's basically like 3rd or 4th down from top. I mean, he's guarding effectively a... What's the word for when a king has a person guarding... person owning a certain piece of land? A mayor? He's effectively guarding the mayor of the town. Yeah. He's effectively guarding the lord of the town, so yeah. He's decently high rank.
Immediately look at the guard and say, "How dare thy speak to me in that tone?"
Says the ruffian who just slammed the door open.
I am of the highest class. I am of the highest class nation. Wow.
As all this is going
You
on,
expect me not to enter a room with noise and
as all this is going on, before you're able to even finish your sentence, you hear a giant axe slam down upon the floor, and you hear the leader say, "Enough with this bickering! Why did you enter here? He's a dwarven man he's a dwarven man leading the place.
I look at him, I take the envelope in between two fingers, and I flick it at him.
Okay.
And then I say, I was sent to find this.
Can you please roll dex? Yeah. Not a save. You wouldn't be rolling a save. Roll just a dex check.
I clicked my dex, and it won't a save.
I would say you have advantage because you're the one initiating the toss. But yeah. He does manage to, as you're doing that, he manages to catch it. He looks at it for a second. Now's your chance to run, by the way. Because the sill...
I shall do the musk.
And as he's looking at it... He recognizes the seal.
Yeah. Bye. And it's ta-ta, and just falls in dimension doors. I fall back. Ta-ta. Start laughing maniacally as I fall back.
As you're doing that, this would all be with disadvantage, so I have to roll this quite a few times. Oh my god. There are 4 I need to roll 8 die. 8 d20s.
You can just roll 2d20 4 times and you take the lowest of the 2 every time.
I know, but I have a way to do it just like this. Okay, so first one missed entirely.
Literally none of them will hit me.
That's without the plus. That's without the plus 7.
18.
Yeah, that's with the plus 7.
Okay.
So that won't hit. They have disadvantage, so that won't hit. That won't hit. That won't hit.
Oh no, I have 15. None of them will hit.
Wait, you have 15. You have 15. Actually, the last one hit you because it's plus 7.
Yes.
At least.
8 plus 7 is 15. Yeah, never mind. That one would hit.
Okay. So, as you're doing this, you fall back and take, where was it? What's the damage of a crossbow again? Isn't it like a D8? I'm just double checking. I'm pretty sure it's a D8.
I think it is too. Yes, it's 2d8s. I think actually my light crossbow.
Wait, no, it's a D. It's a D. Yeah. We'll say it's a D for this at least. Okay. This is gonna be painful. Painful. By the way, this is the elf that was telling you not to be so rude earlier. That hit you. As I said, painful. So, as you're falling back, 3 of them aim their crossbows at you, totally miss, and then that elf is just pissed at you, has their eye trained on you, releases the bolt from it, and it hits you right in the shoulder blade.
Can I do a reaction?
Not as you're falling. This was as you're falling, basically. So you take 31 points of damage. Piercing damage.
I'm not even at half HP. Not even at half HP.
Yeah, if all 4 of those was hit, you would have been unconscious. Be grateful they didn't.
I shall appear back in front of us. I shall just appear back in front of us all.
Oh my god. You're interrupting a conversation. Have you no soul?
As I pop back in, say, done, and I whip out the crossbow that hit me.
And Azur immediately goes, that went as expected. I can expect you delivered it to him in front of his guards.
I was like, how else did you expect me to deliver it?
I don't know, wait till he went to the bar or something and slip it to him. I don't know, some way where it wasn't in clear view of the Empire, when this town and its seal is literally anti-Empire at this point. And the only reason that I was sending that letter is because this town does need a food supply, and that's the best food supply, and I know that that person knows just about as much of how to hate the Empire as one possibly can. He only got in that position just so he could screw with them.
I immediately pipe up. Well, I didn't go in like this. I didn't go in looking like this.
Oh, God. I did say I would give you control over Falsus for a day, though. And Falsus just turns his head and looks at Azur. And it, you know the look of fear? That intensified 1,000 times over. That intensified 1,000 times over.
I shall ask Azur, do it tomorrow, please. I'd rather sleep away today. I'd rather sleep away the rest of the day.
Okay, I honestly don't think you physically could today, because apparently these two will not stop talking. Seriously, I don't even have ears and I think they're gonna talk my ear off. As you're just now noticing, Hitsu and Falsus have kept talking and are non-stop talking.
I could try to do something evil. Well, that wouldn't be too evil.
If you kill Falsus again, I'm not saving your ass. You're dying.
No, I could stop the conversation.
Would you just, like, cast silence on them? I would. That is...
No, command.
Are you going to?
Command sleep. Nah. Wait, I shall do it all myself. I shall command myself to sleep. I must swallow a wisdom save to see if I...
Does that even work?
I must swallow wisdoms.
For the powers of screw you, I say it does. For the powers of screw you, I say it does. Force yourself to sleep.
It does not.
You can willingly fail to save. You can willingly fail to save.
I want to see... I just want to see if I would succeed. I just want to see if I would succeed.
Okay.
Can I succeed my own spell?
Nope.
Nope.
It's literally just like...
I just fall down unconscious.
It's literally just like... and you just fall back unconscious. Just back in your coiled sleep state. Holy Jesus. Okay, delivery message to get a food supply going to town. Ended with the Mirrik amount of screwage. Okay.
What did you expect? At least I didn't cannonball it. At least I didn't fire my cannon and got away.
Oh, you would have been dead. They would not have let you get away. By the way, now not only are you wanted by the Empire in itself, you're also wanted by that particular village. And by a bounty hunter group. 2 bounty hunter groups. This is not going to end well for you. The entire nation is about to go against you.
That group was kind of up the end. That group was probably already after me because I did kill them. We did kill them. One of the big guys, medium guys.
He was kind of medium. Let me think about this now. Okay, who have you not pissed off? It's shorter than the list.
Technically, I did nothing wrong. Technically, I did nothing. I delivered the message.
When you're delivering a message to a leader of a town who's part of the Empire from a leader of a town who's not part of the Empire, you kind of think there's some secrecy involved, I thought. Apparently not.
I am full of secrets.
Then
This is milk you're talking.
How the fuck did you not get the fact that you needed to... Never mind, I should have just expected even if you did know what I'm suspecting even if you did know that it was best to deliver it in secret, you still would have fucked with the guards just to fuck with the guards.
Yes, most definitely.
Again, Mirrik amount of screwage. Anyone who's watched Hellsing Ultimate Abridged knows exactly what I'm talking about and exactly what I'm referencing. Oh god. Where were we? Oh yes, you had commanded yourself and
I commanded myself.
We're switching to Demos vision.
You mean the dude that's in the shadow realm?
Switching to Demos vision. Because Demos vision is nice vision because you have commanded yourself to sleep after killing him. This is a standard. Let me point this out to people. This is a standard day for Mirrik. This is the standard day for Mirrik. This is a normal day for me.
You should never lie to someone who can kill you.
As you go to sleep, about an hour passes. As he appears back into existence. Just a puff of shadows coming from the floorboards. And he immediately goes... and he looks like he's about to throw up, and Azur goes, "No! You do not throw up on my floor." Don't! Don't! Nope! And then, I'm going to check something for Demos right now. He's about to be a ping pong ball. In heavy armor, no less. He's about to be fucked.
Does he technically regain all his HP?
Yeah.
Because I shadow breathed him.
Yeah, dude, your Shadow Breath, like, max HP go down thing, the max HP, the damage is done, but the max HP only stays down for a minute. I double checked the effect.
Okay, good.
So you didn't totally screw him over for life. Yeah. As Azur tries to telekinesis him into the walls, someone resists the telekinesis for once. Seriously, I think this is the first time in history someone's resisted Azur's telekinesis. And Demos immediately barfs and forgets that he's wearing a full face mask. You can see how this goes. His face now has barf all in his mask. Shadow demon barf, so it's basically just death itself coagulating around his face and trying to eat his face off. And Azur just goes, "Oh yeah, you feel like an idiot, don't you?" Demos isn't even talking, he's just going side to side, like fell prone on the floors, trying to get the bloody mask off, but can't remember how he put it on because he never takes it off. He's just like, "No, off."
Is Azur gonna ask a question? I said, is Azur gonna ask the most important question?
What is that?
What did he learn about lying?
Not yet. Azur's gonna ride this one out. Azur then goes, "Here," and just telekinesis it, and starts telekinesis the face mask off. How is this so tightly on? Come on, your brain is the size of a peanut. How is your head big enough that this thing won't come off? And I'm gonna roll another strength save for Demos. Holy shit! He is on the floor, currently trying to get the face mask off, and is still resisting this. Okay. Okay.
Wait, you won the exact same both times, 18.
Demos, you are a miracle of nature. As he tries...
Technically, he lived through a shut. After a shut up, what happened to him?
As he tries to pull the face mask off, he starts to... Azur tries to telekinesis him to see if he can get it off, and it doesn't work. It doesn't work. And then he says, "Let me try again." And he needs to roll another save.
Would I wake up from all this, please?
Not yet, but now you will, because he just failed. Okay. So as this happens, he's trying to pull the face mask off. He literally starts to pull Demos along with it. And bing, 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 and you're awake now. Bing, 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 bing.
As soon as I wake up, I shall instantly go and just start slashing at Dimios' head.
He's just being slung across the wall in heavy armor. This is a clusterfuck.
I have advantage.
You would not have advantage with how fast he's moving. Do you know how fast he's moving through the air? Can you keep Demos' sheet up for hit point changes right now?
Yes.
I have a few things I have to focus on.
I always have it up.
Okay, good. Because currently he is taking, for every time he hits the wall, which is quite often. So basically, we'll say... Wait, I'm getting Demos' hit head against wall with full heavy armor on, and being at the head skull section damage. It's very specific. So he's taking 5 right now. As you get up and you see this going on, and you try slashing at his face to stop this, you end up in your delirious haze of just waking up, slashing yourself. And this is a clusterfuck. This is what this is. This is a clusterfuck. You take 5 damage.
Well, after realizing I'm not waking up,
and Demos takes another 6.
I just pull out the great sword and just try to bash him.
That hit. That hit his soul. You were literally 1 away from a crit. Why couldn't you have just gotten a crit?
I'm bashing him on the head.
Okay, so as you do this and he's being telekinesis across the place, you bat him across the head, he takes 10 more damage, his head is starting to ring like a bell, and you effectively home run swung him across the room while he's in air. You are in the air right now doing this. You are flying to do this. You are baseball batting him across the room. His helmet is still somehow staying on. He is bloody hit the wall.
I look at the great sword.
Again.
I look at the great sword. Maybe this one was a bit too much.
He takes 6 more points. He takes 6 more points of damage. He takes 6 more points of damage. And Azur literally tosses him up into the air in the center of the room. You have like 3 seconds to act, basically, with how heavy his armor is. Like 5 seconds.
The short sword.
Okay.
Dash short sword. Across the head. They're saying the great sword was too
Nope. This is what happens. As you hit his face, it tings off the armor. You legitimately feel the vibration through the thing. Demos' head, specifically his head, slams onto the ground, taking 6 more points of damage. What is it with Demos taking 6 damage? And, it's still not off.
I was saying how none of that worked.
And by the way, currently, he has literally made a divot in the floor and he's stuck. His head is stuck underground.
My trusty quarterstaff, I shall chant this. This is my quarterstaff. This is my weapon. One is for killing, the other is for fun. So until this war over, or until your time is done, this is your quarterstaff, and this one is your weapon. 30 years have passed since I've stepped off of this. And slam it on his head.
You can't. He's head down in the stonework.
I slam it on his back.
Roll a damage because you physically can't miss this. You physically can't. He takes 15 more points of bludgeoning damage.
Right. Actually, 15
oh yeah,
plus
wait, a D8.
A D8.
Is Demos gonna die again? Is Demos gonna die again?
7 more.
Okay, 22. This is a clusterfuck.
So
This is a clusterfuck.
41.
As you take a quarterstaff, reel it back, slam him across the back. He literally reels.
Reel it back. Realize his head is under. If I screw it, slam him on the back.
You hear a snap. You hear a bit of a snap as you think you might have broken one of his ribs, and he currently is still stuck there, as he is being fucked horribly by pretty much everyone.
Well, I have advantage on throwing people, so I shall pick him up.
You have to pick him up first. So you're gonna try and pick him up.
I shall pick him up.
Roll a strength check. Roll a strength check.
6 or 17.
Okay.
That sucks.
As you wrap around his torso, try to pick him up. You literally have to put all your effort into it. Just pull him out of the ground, and you're about to fall over, but you have to catch yourself because he's upside down and the weight distribution is weird. What are you gonna do? You have basically a second.
I shall grab his head and then throw the rest of his body, keeping hold of the helmet.
Roll another. Yeah. This is what happens. Okay, so you manage to grab hold of the head, you start to throw him, and he just flops flat on the ground, right next to you. You're still holding onto the helmet. And he's taken another 2 damage as he's just slammed onto the floor in his heavy armor again.
I you know what? That's probably a smarter way to this. I did take out one of the dragon draconic
Wait! Falsus literally runs over at this point. Wait! Calm down. This is a clusterfuck. This is a clusterfuck.
But I was having fun.
Shish! Hetsu, can you get over here?
Fun.
Internet Hetsu runs over. Okay. Remember. Plan. You know, we really need to name those things better. Well, what was I supposed to shout whenever I get a bucket stuck on my head from experimentation? Fine. As Hitsu wraps her tails around the thing, and wraps 2 of her tails around the head, and 2 of her tails around each of the legs, and then 1 of her tails around each of the arms, and 1 around the torso, and she needs to roll a dex check when I can find where I put her thing. I literally put the dice roller directly in front of her page because I suck.
I can really open up Hitsu's sheet.
There it is. Okay,
Dex
she just needs
check.
to roll a dex check. Because he basically replaces strength with dex when she's doing things with that. Yeah. It takes her a bit, but with all the force and all the fulcrums and stuff she has going on, she eventually managed to go boop, and the head comes off.
I shall immediately slap Demios and say, "No disturbing sleep."
Okay, I need you to roll an attack roll. Like, just this.
No, I just want strength.
That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. And you think of how much his armor would be reduced by this? Yeah. As you...
head.
Yeah. As you slap the... how would I describe this? Black void with 2 dots for eyes and a mouth that is Demios' face. What's your strength modifier again? 2? He takes 2 more points of damage.
2, yeah.
He takes 2 more points of damage. He was just brought back from the dead. He was just brought back from the dead.
Can't do something else so quick.
Demios says fine. And yes, you can do whatever you want to do.
I fly over here and then cast command on both he and him.
On who?
On both of us. He needs to roll wisdom.
Well, knowing Demos' track record, if he actually succeeds on this, I'm gonna break. Please don't make me break.
That'd be like a 2. That'd be like a 2 out of 6. He's actually saved.
Guys, oh my god, rolled natural. Wait, guys, I have to point this out to you. He has a +5 to wisdom saving throws. He has a +5 to wisdom.
Say sleep.
He rolled a 2 and a 3. A 2 and a 3.
Sleep, I say.
And you rolled a natural 1. Holy fuck.
That's just for the fun. I'm auto-failing.
Yeah.
I just want to see what
As you do that, and it's kind of like what was it from Pokemon? What was the singing thing from Pokemon? I can't remember it now.
Gotta catch 'em all.
Don't.
Sleep powder or...
No, the like singing Pokemon they had in the anime. What was it called?
Oh, Jigglypuff.
Yeah, that. Kind of like that, as just Demos immediately goes, and just falls flat down, taking... He's in heavy armor. Falling flat down hurts him quite a bit. 7 points of damage.
He's at 13.
Guys, he has a max of 69, and he was just brought back from the dead. Okay.
This is why you don't disturb Mirrik in his sleep.
And don't lie to Mirrik, apparently. This was from Barf.
Well, remember the last thing that happened to the things that disturbed Mirrik's sleep?
And you
existing anymore.
Oh yeah, they're a molten pile of goo. And
He just lucky I didn't think about it.
Yeah, and
no, deadly motors armor.
And you currently have fallen into a deep, deep, deep sleep. So deep, it's a sleep like death. It'd be hilarious if you killed yourself by doing that somehow. Just like, sleep!
Okay, we don't have Demios.
As all this is going on, and both Hitsu, all of Hitsu, Falsus, Azure, and Wolfie are all looking at this like, what the fuck just happened? Like, even with only the 2 eyes that Azure has to express emotion, that are literally pupilless, so it's even harder to express emotion, there's still the sense of, what the fuck just happened? Yeah, and Hitsu puts Deimos is held
Can
back.
anyone here understand Wuffy? Can anyone here understand Wuffy?
Let me think. Falsus if he casts a spell, and Hitsu. Only Azure wouldn't be able to in Deimos.
Wuffy probably would have said, that's what happens when you disturb Mirrik in sleeping. But probably more energetic than that.
Hitsu just goes, well. Falsus, because he didn't cast the spell, is going, what did he say? Hitsu just goes, just whispers in when you see him. Oh. Yeah, I see that. Gonna just walk. Oh, shit! And this moment of recognition washes over Falsus's face as he realizes he has a day where he can do basically anything to me. How many times am I gonna die tomorrow? How many times am I gonna die tomorrow?
Jump off the cliff. Okay.
It's literally
just looks defeated. Okay.
You've literally turned death into a... Falsus has effectively made... Because of all that's happened, death is a mild inconvenience for Falsus. He's an illusionist, not a necromancer, and death is a mild inconvenience.
Death is probably like this. I'm supposed to have someone named Zeus, but it seems Mirrik has killed him. He's been brought back once, twice. Oh, there's Mirrik killing him. 3 times. Oh, and a 4th time. Okay.
Yes. And all that happened. And, oh god. And let's not forget killing your friends and then almost killing them the moment they come back from the dead. Let us never forget that. Thank God he had that phylactery. Otherwise, you would have killed him.
He can only blame himself.
I think death is a little bit steep for lying. Unless you're in the Mafia, death is a little bit steep for lying. And even in the Mafia, they just chop off your fingers.
He made me think I was asleep. Purely only blame himself.
Note to self, if you make NPCs, make sure that they are immortal, at least to Mirrik. Otherwise, they will not last past 5 seconds. Or 6 seconds, technically, because that's how long combat lasts.
Hey, he can only blame himself. I do what I do in dreams when I see. I kill them.
You have issues. A psychopath would say you have issues.
No.
Where was I? Oh yeah. We've been recording for a shit ton amount of time.
We don't have Deimos' view, by the way. He's a bit unconscious.
Yeah. Right now we're having Hitsu view. I have many different cameras to switch on the view of this one. But yeah. So all this shit is happening. And Hitsu is going to just ball up and go to sleep. As they finally, after multiple hours of talking, have gotten caught up by 10 years. It will be a long-ass time before the rest of it happens.
Technically, Hitsu was asleep, so it's more of a Falsu catching up. It's more of Falsu talking a lot.
Yes, but you do have to realize that the way Falsus' storyline went will be revealed later, but effectively, that entire time he was gone, there is something going on that entire time. He was not dead for any amount of time. That is noticeable, at least. Because Azure is like 550? What did I say?
I'm assuming some time has passed.
Yeah. Because you technically could have met Falsus when you were 50, 40 or 50. To those who that sounds weird to, Mirrik is 500 and something. I think exactly 500.
525.
525.
525.
Yes, 525. So yeah, Mirrik's lived through shit. And caused a lot of shit. Like a lot.
Most of that stuff was my doing. Most of that stuff was my own.
Yes. Now, let's end this recording here, because it's a lot of footage I have to edit together. Oh, God. Anything to say other than snoring and probably...
Never mess with Mirrik while he's a...
I just realized something.
He shall face death itself.
I just realized something. Mirrik, never snore lest you kill everyone near you. It's like one snore. Whoosh, everyone's dead. But yeah. That is the end of this. I need to recuperate my oh, who am I kidding? I don't have sanity to recuperate. But yeah, that's the end of this episode. Like, dislike, comment, subscribe, ring notification bell, Twitter, blah 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 blah. Check out links in the description, blah blah blah. I'm Spectre. That was Austin. Goodbye.